Yama yenetie fo nyina ate ema makwaba ereba GIS radio na no pay yatena se yede agudie wunsam ena yede ema modi eda so warm sports ena yatena se yede wunsam no yede enwo sam nyina no ede ebrem after long weekend yakwaba yeba betuja na bibia so atimi akoye kama ewo show no so ena nsem ebire ho no ma yeba bedi wu komo na yapen ho akwankyere na bibia so atimi adeda na komedin ere champion tailor ena no pay mene GFE and the one my baby Buejuma, Opabene support from afar, and I know pay in 70 nano, yadi eba, and then I know pay. We follow a live on TikTok, Obis TV, on TikTok, Obis TV, and on Facebook, Obis TV, Travel App TV. We follow show no on Facebook and on YouTube channel. Now BBI Kama and so at the ama asida fata eko at the ama J Love Enterprise. Ane almost so yasne abra yatana si yadin samono yadi ebrem wenuachi GIS Media College and yasa mkoto akra almost so ete and anopaya yadin sama hudu nyina no enso at the ebrem and chino ukopie muswa Orlando Seba Clinic enso eso yasne yadin samono yadi ebrewo ene anopaya ntibe bia wo bia no de hiane se ube follow show no on Facebook, on GIS Radio, on TikTok, na bibia so enye kama, enso fama ena anopai na bibia enkoye. Yede amano no sem ebeba tew. Ye bibia na afia ba fie, ni aba bedi efie nkomo. Efie hu sem no Ghana Premier League. Enra matches ekoso. Ye beti hu komo weekend way enya asem ketoa ewo domestic scene mo after say ukopie ewo ekutugu bonso a Nigeria boxer bako akantinegu ni nano obekunto ko Ghana ha na minim se twede na ema ni wuyo so no wo internal breeding so no amu na akasa no sunsum na nhye da nkoyi o ni nano yenya ne siyasa Ministry for Youth and Sports and as a sports ministry no omuso ometi committee no mahwede ntia abrante tu kwan far from Nigeria so babeko ntokwa ewo oman Ghana mu a ababe wie no sa akonchie yi enti sansem no so no GFA ere wonsam nyina no ede ba wi na afa yesin konwa na yatoato adwene enso ede afa wontino baby adu ndie ye be kaja gum na akwa Europe abrochimemu ne akwa kodi nkomo kakra esanse latest awodo nyina no ye de ebrewo na no akopi wo Santiago Bernabeu nya asem kotoa hey afiewi Real Madrid enkofo yadwuma mo wo kofo yadwuma ma Madrid ye koka amafo se mo we ka Uko England so Manchester United eniama nko eniama jegu Ruby Amaron onu podi adwuma yi yetu ne fusema ne magie adwuma yi adwuma wei eye case adwuma wei eye case adwuma enti no nya koda bia na Manchester United adwuma yakopo ya adwuma na Barca ene Atletico Madrid Wanda Metropolitano game no eso baso yere wunsam nyina so ede eba ene anopai we show no so nti bia wo bia no Obis TV on Facebook and on TikTok follow show no na bibia nya kama mun share link no na bibia nya kama enso ewormo GFA good morning
champion tailor
bibia boko
champion tailor
and was sin with three was
champion tailor
say we adwuma o say abodwi say na our shape no hey esikafo na shape sa abodwi we do sa akode level o me Canada say ana sa akode
ya no akodu ni
say no esikafo mu ba ye nyina say nipa once I didi amididi nyina o level ba ko oh yeah we do wunyi wuni me beji me wudi o say wo shape na wo di ama me no oh na me kan wa asem no ye koda shape
champion tailor
champion weekend we say bibia boko
a very very long weekend
yeah
from Saturday about work let me say na work no so kama na bibia da na kwemu guess by boys by na bibia kama
also frame no na me say
na
say crastela no nyama shedan kuyi
but as we kakra bi sa no
nyama shedan kuyi kodi ha me pa nti Orlando bomode na we drove blame na de keka koyi de because I mean who pictures I think Saturday no yes me wonu ma na ko bi ba nti me kura me di me kekiti nti me ba na me hu say koso nti na enya asem koto akra hey guess egu adiri mu
na guess umpa
na ge bi share choice drinks no o se na tade ni bia wabo rasta gano e brutal ojine mu pa wono a me pictures amu omo de ba social media nyina one na me monitor no come up GFA no
champion tila
oh yeah but what's our health work yes GIS media college health work hey shirt you don't mind
come up quality
quality pa
so much we say
quality pa o ti de ko ba bia obeti ma hwe ache oh come on say ko ye de
ko ye weekend na kama ba be si enra na the weekend ne ba ne wiye na kama we say only days ni be mienu e be 2 days na kama pan ye na very long weekend tino yaba ni asamba e be sum na etumi de nsema ekoso agudie mu nyina no etumi ediaba because nsema ba seven da ba pa seven do so both foreign and local seven do so tino na yaba na de ne aba ntie de nsem pi na no na ye de eba.
Nice one. Etie for GFA na motene kano live on the GIS radio online. Ubetime follow show no on Facebook na bibia anye kama enso so emfama. Quickly no ye be kwa amano ne na yakwa kodi amano ne nkomo. Ye the pictures awodo nyina no e de eba na say serious rema videos ne de adabraka munya abutransa ti zidi ye komu boko say ya wo hu. Ye ba be she adwuma se ne sa de jimi no wi. Wenya butre munya pa ha e na ekoso ahi nya na egumi sa anti okay enti yatena CD ye be call Europe approach memo na ye de all the latest and so edi abrel e show no so be follow show no on Facebook na bibia kama and so edi ama eno ye Obis TV on Facebook na fame Obis TV on TikTok na bibia ndida na akomo so enfama na resource awodo nyina so ewo ha ye de enwo sam ne ye de eba enra ukopiemo ewo Europe approach memo a enya asem koto a yatena se ye de ho latest ni na awodo nyina so no edi ebrem ewo show no so enra yipia games bebre no etodwa ena ebi be koso na enra kopimo ewo Arsenal ka chomo bonde bomodin ye pa eti Fulham ebom kamienu a wo mantimi etimu baako enso wono abrantia de Bukayo Saka ena epe Marino wo mu nenya goals no erema Arsenal de Ghana se no eti Wolverhampton Wanderers eti bobo kwa ne de West Ham United ebone kabako a wono so entimi antia ye de sa latest na ye de tudwa enso eti ama ye ne tefo enso wo show no so Nottingham Forest eti Manchester United abrantia ne de Antonio Elanga enya goal erema team and de eri Nottingham Forest se se me no ka so ma buki ticket likely se next season betime sia kan UEFA Champions League ye de sansam nyina no ye de ema ye ne tefo enso e show no so away from that ye ko piemo e ensam fufromo na e fa latest ahodo no e fa ma ye ne tefo ko piemo e me no ka se Real Madrid aka che no game na e ba so enya asam kotoa e Santiago Bernabeu e koye 8 goals trailer in total no e koye 9 goals ye de husam ye de ebremo e show no so na se Madrid de chire no agusu enwunu eba enra team sa wodo nyina no anasa team and the race that utim so mukonya away goals baako enan enso wono na channel so said the Inter Madrid etimi qualify the first leg no e wo me no ka say Sociedad for mu home no Madrid e ko bom e ka baako a wo mantimi antentia no ade de na se ko ye 4-4 no Madrid etimi qualify a ye de sa latest ni na ye de tudwa enso wo dwumade no so abranti a wonya winning goal e ma team and the Real Madrid no wono ene de fidie no so abranti and the Antonio Rudiger wono na nya se goal no ene ma team and the Real Madrid ye de san wo san nyina no ye de tudwa enso show no after say abranti a the day at the 30th minute no abranti and the Hendrick enye goal and wait 82nd minute Jude Bellingham ene ba ko kan ho ena fe 86 no abranti and the Chomani enso de ba ko kan finally 115 minutes aye ba be hwe game na ko piemo e wato preko penalty no ena openya the team Eddie Antonio Rudiger enya winning goal edema Real Madrid ye de sansam nyina no enso edema ye ne tefo enso e show no so enti follow show na Antonio Rudiger ene de fidie so ye de hosem no ye de tudwa enso e show no so na okopiemo e ensam fofroma Armenia Bielefeld e Germany DFB Pokal semi final game enso etodwa na okopiemo fidie no so a enya asam kotoa Armenia Bielefeld for no wutim so mo former champions Bayer Leverkusen e bomekam ye no e mo so mo team ba ko a ye de sa latest ne ye de tudwa enso edi ama ye ne tefo away from that Yenko Piemo, our CAF Champions League, and my games are wood war, and so Equos, and see a quarter finals. Mamadili Sandals, Ebomedici Esperando Tunis, Ebone Kabako, one also Etimi Ante, El Ali, one more defending champions, so much trophies now wood war, Omuchi Ali Unduman of Sudan, Ebone Kabakwa. Omuso Etimi Ante, and Weti, Uko Piemuswa, MC Oje, Etnefie, Orlando Pirates from South Africa, Ekobone Kabakwa, one also Etimi Ante, and Weti Pyramid. FC eti fa Rabat eboneka enai emo mutimu bako esworma yerisa latest ni nano yenso ede ema yenetefo enso oshono so ene games ahodo no ekoso ewo Europe approachmemo yemfa enwosam no yemfa mbra enso oshono so eno EPL ene matches ekoso no se enetie 6:45 and then you may bomb of Etinefie one Ipswich and Edibo and Enweti Brighton Etinefie on Aston Villa and Edibo Etihad Manchester United and Leicester and Edibo and Wetu Kopima Newcastle one Bobo quality Any Brentford, and so Ed Ball, Southampton, Etinefie, and the Crystal Palace, Eddie Anton, so Anfield, Liverpool, and the Everton, and so Eddie Buenia, Yadi San Seminano, Yadi Ama Unity for Nananyam Kupoya Tuma, CAF Confederation Cup, no, matches I would also Ebaso, and Yasam Kotoa, and Majri, when it's Simba, and Eddie Bueni 4 p.m., and I say game no so Ebaso, Ukopioma, Asek Mimosa, when they RSB Bekani, and so Eddie Ebueni say, now so it's a game no more, now Constantine Etinefie, when he USM Oje, and so Eddie Buenia, Yadisa latest no. Yedi tuja eso jumadi so live on Obis TV on Facebook and on TikTok no follow so no eso armo Copa Italia game no annual dine big games ewo mino kase enya sam kotoa AC Milan woni Inter Milan and the Eddie Bueni ewo Giuseppe Mieza esa game no yedi wusem no yedi tuja eso show no so a enya sam kotoa away from that mo project game big game bakwa eba so ewo mino kase Wonder Metropolitano game no Atletico Madrid and after Barca and a boss game no yen nkoma hudo bebre edi etudwa enso game no so say NBC akọ 2 players way obi ahye 19 jersey obu nyina so ewo Europe bruta mekire abrantia de day edi Yami Lama and after Julian Alvarez wo mo ene da fidie so a wutumi say de hu sabere edi tudwa enso edi ma yenetefo dumede no so na tieniye sankoda mienu wey enne ye betima ahwo mu ye pa that's a way, Oma Soja, and Asam Kotua, Tima, the Adi Atletico Madrid, Womu Bogos, and Eddie Gomino, not Miss Brantaway, so Eddie Marco Tenepa, Meche Junior Alvarez, and Richard Barca, Yami Lama, one also Edinam Kama, Eddie Makua, and the Diana Barca, Yadisa Sabino, Yadituja, also Eljumedan so, and then Ranta Barca, Eddie Ramos, and given a more project, Naya Diwon Como, and Famame, now Copiama, Branta, and the Did Chesney, and Sia Canibi, Edema Barca, and there, what Jenemudin Dame, and Wechi, Kubasi, and Kobi. Bade Ekobi, Arajo Ekobi, Nigo Martinez, and also Ekobi and Afe Gavi, and also Ekobi, Fran Torres, and Afe Abrante and the Daddy Pedri Gonzalez, and also Edinemo. Edema pasa squadra umukwa kosi akaim enso game ni ma yeri wusem yeri tudwa enso jumede so Abratia wo hye Jason number 9 Roberto Lewandowski Ekobi Ansumani Fati Ekobi Inaki Pena Ekobi Pablo Torre Ekobi na Fei Femi Lopez wono so Ekobi anya sam kotoa enwechi midfielders no omo so Ekobi Dani Omodie out of the game wantimi enko enwechi Frankie Dijon Ekobi Eric Garcia also Kobi na Fei Abratia de Victor Font also Kobi Gerard Martin wono so Ekobi yene wusam no yede ma yene tiefo anape Abranta de Paul Vitor wono so Ekobia yene wusam yede tudwa enso e wo show no so a enya asam kotoa na yekodi nkomo kakra e wo sa game no no na Hansi Flick wodi atudwa na Hansi Flick no otim say the games awodo no a obo e Barca kate no wotimi abo project goals so far how our season goes enso awno na eba no say yen set teams awodo be 7-0 a wotimi abo mode asset 2 times Muchen ye, coach way, well, Bojuma, I was Europe, Papa, Yanti team, Niambo, the Capole, and so 7 goes to 0, or Penya, the Jerry has a flake, Abomu 2 times, and Wachi, Yanti team be Makubaku Asia, and also 6 times. Now 5 in the Buburija, and we are very Buburija. See a team Bako, near Momo, Baku, Mienu, Miasa, Enum. Nessa team way, and that's open way, what Baku 11 times. Ay! Where the idea some good to at the other side, somebody yet to show so now they're more than a Hana Madrid for one, Madrid level no near Bruno, say Chetim Bako, near more than Capole and 9, Madrid Ababa Caho, 20 times and a coach way what me anya yet and was some year to job and so I was so so yet is a letters in a wood when I edit to job and I don't pay and so I was so so Yako Piemo our Asnakate a brand and the dead Bukayo Saka weekend way a brand away Ebenya go and our team and the dead Arsenal the Gunners in Tafsata a brand what me return back from Idrino Akodawe Ekonya go and when the return of the W I had some Kotua yet is a seminary yet to job and Richard Gabriel Makahase on Swapa Kopra and what team and the dead Arsenal yet is a seminary yet to job as so and then Okako Trascan. Say and then no ni plano e mo dene anase e mo nya dene de beti bia de sa latest ni na enso ba betudwa abretas na egusu ko nkofo kroso a ye sa latest ni na enso e de ebrewo enso so no so ye kopiem e AC Milan ni ekodi ko bakaka and a reporter eba e chese abranta de João Felix a o siakan e Manchester Football Club wo bo team and de AC Milan on loan no and sure AC Milan for no e betimi return abranta back to Stamford Bridge. Esa some say abranta and de João Felix wo buy no ne modobodo echena nkoni enkweni kura enkweni nim enso obobo konimo enti se o may deal no permanent no. At the end of the season, Abrantia and the team, and so the Minoka said, João Felix, ever returning back. Yedisan Comoinano, Edima, Yenite for, and so I was so. Namufa Abrantia and the daddy, Vitor Gucares, and Fatoso, and from Mabel Saka, and my sporty CP, and Minoka's Portuguese League, and a reporter every Manchester United, and by Jesse Ruben Amaron, and Jesse Openiwe, Akodawe, Onuno Hiano, and Manchester United in Moro, no Ababe Boko Sunubi, and so the Man United Bobokoro. And a reporter opinion as so the Babetuja was just still a brand and Rasmus Hall no oh here abedietire no abebo juma and so any team and the team and Manchester United until say and a Manchester United for the SCN no pebium o Manchester Akodawe bar ebeboa United bobokoro na bibia so etimi akonenemo and then a reporter from so bar yedu tuja and so no so ene anopai na yekodi komo kakra e wo meno kase ensemfu from and then reporter eba etese ene no boboko and the day and the Barca game na eba so no wo mu hwe nim se o metimi apprapete no ma yedwuma no e dia matima de de Barca na ekomo eguso eba chese Hans Flick e dia to boss ni dan nim se return league counter eba so Copa del Rey semi final no e game no be dene esa se o matimi kwa away e ho no ma be mu kwa ne yi no wo makwakochi Atletico Madrid abo meka poli and nine amo mutimu mieno until return o musa return back akopim was agrokama no so no o me take revenge enti na se mrante yina no obi agede ne ho na bibia timi koye efoma team a ne dia de pass a san komo yina no ye de tudwa eso so no so na mama me winning goal how a brother de Antonio Rudiger esi celebrate goal no na akoda we eba team and de Real Madrid no wo ye nkonya enya asem kotoa enti mama me ba ku na okogina honomo bofrete osibi na mini me jimidin e wo team and de Real Madrid me amanfo bu misa ball mi nimbo na mom no ehye final goal ye frɛ game nim de Antonio Rudiger odi wujuma enya asem kotoa this hour celebration equal live on OBS TV on TikTok no follow show no enso no my this latest ni na no enso e de mamo e wo show no so abra etena se a ye na so okrofo so a ye de latest ahodo nyina no ye de ma ye de for enso show no so mu project Lionel Andres Messi ne bodyguard no mo fa no to so na ye kodi no ko bo kakra and the whatsapp baba eye abrante we o defide isu yi utim say yes o ye bema mu ha enya sam kuto wo ye bema papa and a reporter e ba che say anytime bia Messi e bobo anase Inter Miami e bobo bia na opanyi wei e gina touchline ase de o coach no se pitch invader bi esi agokrama no so pe wonu timi drimika ekotwa pitch invader no ho eche no e de piabo aboten and a reporter CONCACAF e de ba betudwa eche se o ma bande no enya dia Messi bobola wo basa ba be gina ho abaye nkonya bia ho bio sa de na twam etwam kura etopani wei mo fa be bia otimi se wo she boxer no mo fa no to so na ne body ne ensure ye na manfo wo say yes akwa no ye bema mu enya asem kotoa ye de sa latest ni da no yes this is the guy na akoda na so panyi wei ejina touch line now pitch invader still out that's so quite so there. There's a drama oh yeah papa. This how a branch in it here. Yeah, this report no. Yeah, you tuja so I was shown so. Na no na Lionel Messi. Eddie Ababe tuja say decision na konkaka for anybody no. What you say? Only problem here with that. Na and then no mo na eja omo organize omo league and omo dim how am no omo dey ball. And to no the only asem bia ka. San sem na Ababe tuja no. Waje atuma ono so o hwe say nyama betimi akoy kama. Enso no ma. Yeah, this latest ahudo nyina no. Enso Eddie Mamo enso show no so nchama no samra mna ko exactly 18 after 7 yeri besia na fe ya befie na efie samni so GFA edi atoso enso edi amaba share live on Obis TV on TikTok, Obis TV on Facebook, no follow so no travel app our YouTube channel no follow so na bibia so kama enso edi amashane so say GS Media College and a boy ya mekwa monane edi amanani sem no edi ba etew a otimi say enya asem kotoa enei o percentage school papa akọ na bibia kama enso edi amawa school no ye wie abebia school ni da no environment na rain teachers omo kira de wa no enya asem kotoa wo kira de na air condition na so usua de na air condition efa ho fan efa ho enei wifi free bibia de na akomo ibewie at the end of the season and I say at the end of semester no na school fees no so affordable a ubetimi atua wo wie bibia no ya attachment wa ha na wenjuma na ekọ nanimu a yebetimi afa one of the radio stations are across the country na bibia so etimi ayekama enso eti ama obefrem penifo e wo sa number we so 0244 56 0942 0244 560942 and that's 0597 992100 0597 992100 woman boye atim say yede amano nsem no yede ebaye e wo show no so enya asem koto once again GFA memo akwa babio
tapetela mejoso
bibia kama
na miatom bibia kama
bibia kama dia yes Ghana fo nyina tie wu sese mo hwe GFA a mo mehade sese shape na GFA tie no adam shape ni dem pa we unity kama say na sa akodi unity sa akodi ti na wote yini say ya na shape ni dem pa ko jankrom ne central ho commercial bank ewremu wa jintin wo be bia sike bia opebi we yama menya asem kotoa wo ye dwuma pa GFA
tapetela
Ghana fo nyina tiwo kajagum
right yemra fi na guys me ko so fi na me kam say GIS radio and amugu so mo share live on Facebook, TikTok and YouTube ni na ko wa betmanya live e mo Obis TV travel out ni na no ni na gugu so a betmanya betumi ahwe e me fa ni fantre fie na hwe se me ko so ofie e dia na me kam say na outwe we ye the Bugum boxing arena no Nigeria boxer and the Gabriel Oluwasegum etumi ko boxing Ghana hanu ya na ano tempan na boxing ba ne wie no na abrantie etumi ahwe ne kwa na yade de arosempa etumi epiem ehonomo na bibia ba ne wie no na owura yere anidin de Shady Aqua Harrison no MD Edema Transport Emporium wetumi akasa otedia o se boxing na etumi ekoso no on pefe say ora na ne din Gabriel Oluwasegun boxer of Nigeria no o te say owu ring ni ma na adiba na arosempa ya etum epienko enkotie ora yere ya ne din Shady Aqua Harrison MD Edema Transport Emporium.
I saw it on our WhatsApp group around 4 o'clock when I woke up. That was 4 in the morning when I woke up. But it was too early for me to drive there because I live in Tema and to drive on the motorway at that time was not too safe. So I had to wait till morning and I called the promoters, which is IMAX. Sorry. I called IMAX, our contact person there, and asked him to meet me at the Emporium because the information I got was that the person died in the ring. So obviously the managers and myself were very worried about that. So he promised to meet me there. I went there with some of my managers. However, he didn't turn up. He mentioned later that he had an emergency with his child, so he had to rush to the hospital. So we've asked them to give us a full report on what happened. the process in renting a venue for any event whatsoever is that you need to have medics on standby and also have an ambulance also on standby, because anything can happen. Even in a musical program, anything can happen. So those are the things that we ask for. So although he didn't turn up, we went to check on the CCTV to be sure that there was medical care and there was also the ambulance, which was there. But we've still asked them to give us a report on what happened. I got the news.
Ora yeda ni din ede Shelley akwa Harrison ena yete ne kana ochedi a se emrana boxing no ekoso no te se wo ring na mu kwapo no before boxing no kwapo no mutumi e medical test and my boxers ni na no be a fit 90 onim 90 e ba ne se abrant and din de Gabriel Oluwasegun etumi ewi a and my chefo ne tifo efi odmo anso a ora yeda ni din Shelley akwa Harrison ho MD and my transport emporium wasakasa ochedi a o se na due a ene Wednesday ya no omo eba beye psychological support eda mameche young boxers na ewo Ghana na se buku mo netanse ade na esi no o ma ye psychological support anfa amomode a ade bia ade abetuma hante boxers na o me up and coming boxers na e ma hwefo etumi vote no one GBF me Ghana Boxing Federation for ebetuma meeting etumi ede afa eno
Wednesday morning, first with my management, and then we would have a meeting with GBF as well. But definitely there would need to be some kind of psychological briefing. And I don't know if you remember when we spoke about the boxing league, I mentioned the fact that we wanted to do everything professionally. So we've actually started speaking with Trust Hospital to see the possibility of them carrying out medicals for the boxers we've chosen. And for us, what we had actually decided is that even before each event, although we are going to do the medicals to start the whole thing, the morning before each event, we are still going to do medicals because anything can happen. I mean, you can be well today and be ill tomorrow. So would take all those precautions to ensure that nobody is not in a medically fit condition to be able to take part in it. If anybody shows any sign of not being well, that fight will not feature at all. Yeah. But then we're going to have a meeting with the GBF and see how best we can offer some psychological
Ora yede Shelley akwa ena yete ne kan yede ma chefo etumi edefi mo na sa issue an social involving Nigeria boxing no oko Nigeria boxing board general secretary ma Nigeria boxing board no ora anidin de Oluwaremi Abodurin ora etumi akasa ono so akasa da fa boxer anidin ne Gabriel Oluwasegun niwu a otumi nya Saturday no Obukum boxing arena nenko tie ora anidin de Oluwaremi Abodurin.
Success to fight in Ghana on the 28th. The 28th of March, I believe, is a Friday. That means weighing and medicals must have been done on Thursday. Now, at the weighing, I was made to understand an issue cropped up where Shakun was being told that is brought from Nigeria to come and lose to the Ghanaian boxer. And Shakun said, no, we never had this agreement before I left Nigeria. But if you do want me to lose, then that means you must add to my purse. And extra must be paid. Back and forth until Friday. That's the night of the fight. We are still discussing this addition or not. Shakun said the amount of money, maybe $500 that they were offering is too small. He wanted more. They were saying they will not be paying more than that. Eventually, Shakun said he wasn't going to fight. And he was taken from the venue of the fight Friday evening to the hotel so that he can leave for Nigeria on Saturday morning. The boxer and his coach, that's the one that came with him, were already on their way back to Nigeria. I made to understand they were even about getting to Aflao. That's what I was told before a call came. Maybe Shagun made the call or the promoter or matchmaker made the call and they said yes, they're now ready to at least increase or pay him what he was asking for as extra, and that there's a fight in Ghana Saturday night, and that fight, the bill will be put on that fight. So Shegun and Kiron now came back. That's where GBA aired. They shouldn't have allowed him to fight on Saturday because the reason that was not for Friday. So it's a very, very bad case. And the rule of this game is that do weigh in on Thursday and you fight the following day. Not weigh in on Thursday, then fight 2 days after. So that's where GBA head, and it's a big mess that we have on our hands. The family of the boxer, they are in disarray. We are not happy because Shegun was one of our good boxers and is somebody that is a breadwinner of his family. Myself, the president, and our welfare.
Ura Olurami Abdulrin and I Yetene Kana and Masha for Ocean Seno can say a family of Gabriel Oluwasegun no to Sadibia almost devastating mood this year about Sadibia and Kuyikra and to me and from to say box ananaka or your box ananka oba nako prospective pen away to me Efrima and the match for it to me F1 more. Osha boxing and involved with sports. It's a youth sports minister and sports and recreational minister Ura and the Honorable Kofi Adams or also to me Akasa Honorable Echedia or say now be there on my set up committee no to my investigation to and you see be a Bukum boxing arena Saturday now to me HMCO now go to video Honorable Alidine Kofi Adams womb.
He was found to be overweight, and therefore the fight was not to be continued. So the Saturday fight was not sanctioned by them. Who is speaking the truth at this moment? Me as the sector minister, I know not. It is only through an investigation that we will know whether all the protocols that must be followed for a fight to be sanctioned were followed, and whether all the ringside protocols were also followed, i.e. the necessary paramedics and what have you were available to be able to attend to any such situation. So it's an opportunity for us to look into how we sanction some of these combat sports and whether there can be some improvement in the way and manner we engage in the combat sports.
I see. You just said that you've heard two accounts, one from the Nigerian side, one from the Ghanaian side. I just want to ask, when did you speak with the Nigerians, and when do you think you'll be able to get back to them to give them, you know, a more concrete answer or a fuller idea or a fuller picture of how events unfolded?
Well, we have only begun the process. We will need to institute a committee of a sort to go into what happened. I have assured all that nothing will be covered. We will answer the questions that must be asked. We will speak to, and we hope that both the Nigerian side and the Ghanaian side will cooperate with the team that will be put in place to investigate this matter.
This is Sporty FM, the voice of
Kofi Adams and Yetene Kano Sporty FM on it to me esa video we to if you are in a phone it for it to me edefi on more never any fancy Director General at the National Sports Authority and that's running in the Yao Ampo for Ankara na so we to me sempina to me at the Atuja Obaka Ghana ye ne etsad at the episono Martin Robert and tickets to me assign I'm an pina police commute me stadium one man be bet back to me at the amom obi wanu crack a ticket now so nyakwa to me obi so na only ticket cra now to me reward to me ewremu na ya ampo fakra to me ajeche ntia esa protocol so no omu to me ebrichi yekọ na ekuti ensema run din ne yawo ampo for ankra NSA Director General.
I think I watched 10 minutes of the entire 90-minute game when we realized that there had been breaches. I think two reasons could, account for this. One was the oversubscription or over-interest by the fans. Before the match started, we realized that we have a lot of, this is quite an unusual number, but mind you, we've printed X number of tickets. So we've got to be careful in order to ensure that only those who are supposed to be in the stands are in the stands. And again, minus 8 stands from gates 31 to 42. When the information came through that the fans are still massing up, the stadium is almost full, instructions were given that, you know, close the gates. They cannot come in, you know, any further. But because they had entered and were not willing to go back, they were ready to risk coming and buying tickets, which was not available anyway. So you have a lot of people, you have a lot of passion, energy, and you have to deal with it very, very carefully. So what was taken, the decision that was taken, was to manage this crowd, ensure that it doesn't get out of control. But somehow, scores of them managed to break through various.
Ya one for Ankara and ana otete same niti ya support say to me ewura say the one ko bu akwa no ni ticket to bu okwa so a na watos no nya kwan into me enra stadium honomo na wasankasa we asabana till attack campaign was steward ya omo in various stadiums na ya ampo for Ankara we to me akasa o said ya o say enchebia omo eba between football policing na ma ya security a football no to me epija yakọ na kotin sema ya amp of Ankara esan edituja.
Extensive discussions, review. First of all, we had a review immediately after the game with all the heads of the various security agencies. The training for the said football policing would commence in the next few days. Just this morning, I was in touch with the security officer at the Ghana Football Association, as well as the security officer in charge of the game with CAF and FIFA, liaising with the FA, Mr. Ansah. And the good news is that these new training measures would consider what happened in this game so that preventive measures are brought in place, and even managers should be part of that training to see exactly what goes in and how crowds can be managed, preventive measures, and all the solutions that we need beforehand. So I'm very encouraged that this is happening. And once the training commences and ends, we should have a new unit of well-equipped men and women who can deal with these very specialized cases. And then we have the stewards who also need upgrade and training to ensure that they can handle their set of tasks during matches as well. So all in all, and the media, we need to also upgrade, our information and also engage the media to put that information out there for the masses to understand exactly what we're doing, so that we have cooperation.
Ya wampo for Ankara and amiguso amotene kano ya kana on semino finally ya for Ankara etsedia or say omo ye plans say na mo to improve the Accra Sports City or stay dey call no ma ayana baby work up enye kra into on the plans at all enchebia no the Accra Sports City no me to me improve no
take care of. Just this afternoon I was with my deputies going through documents, and we all were quite alarmed by what we saw, but not panicking. We need to deal with it. If the president has entrusted us to do this, it means he has trust and confidence in us, and we must think of ways to address the situation and find solutions. That's the beauty of it. We can't fail. We don't have 6 or 7 months. We have now,
yesterday.
Today. Yes, exactly. So the problems we met, infrastructure, administrative, logistics, whatever it is, we've got to deal with them one by one, and that's what we've started doing. And I'm confident that we'll be able to not only deliver, but gain more confidence so that we get what we need to deliver. It's tough, it's difficult. The president did say in his State of the Nation address that we need to tighten our belts. All sectors, everyone is doing that. That includes sports. As challenging as it is, we need to find ways to make an impact and to be successful and to deliver without the excuse of there's no money, we're cash strapped. So corporate Ghana, this is where we need to also open up bring corporate Ghana in and find out what they also want. We need to listen to them, and they can tell us that, you know why we're not getting involved in football or sports? Because of 1, 2, 3, this and that. If you can change it or help us come on to help you change it, we're game. And that's where we need.
Yampo for Ankara and I at Seneca for Ankara, one of the journalists on one most any pay also on essentially John Dramani Mahama and the appointments away, you know, we're one of the best with me sending some of the two journalists and when I be Jumadia, Ghana football and Ghana sports to me Afana to my Paifra. Away from there, Yako coach and the doctor Prosper Nati Ogum on the head coach and Macrobia Kumase Asante Kotoko, Coach Ogum Etumakasa, and our boy Abranta Dini Benjamin Asari. Goalkeeper like the Accra how to focus. Upon about it and say around the couple last stars, no. When you have 2 clean sheets, na Japan ye and my brands and the Benjamin Asari.
So excited that one of our own Benjamin Asari is there. I mean, he kept the 2 games, he kept 2 clean sheets. He's a very good goalkeeper. I mean, very, very good goalkeeper. He has that personality in goal. He puts some threat in opponent. He has good communication skills. And to me, in terms of his positional play in the goal, is very good. So I'm happy that he did not go there to just go and add up to the numbers. But then the management committee of the Black Stars and the technical staff saw the need for him to be in pool. And for me, I was not surprised, because if you look at the number of games he has kept and the number of clean sheets that he has kept, I mean, it was a clear indication. If you are using data, I mean, I think whoever, met, whichever group of people met to decide that he has to be in goal, I think it was a good decision. So what I would say is that if he has been able to do it, it's a clear indication that there are other players too in the local league who, when given the necessary opportunity, the right opportunity, will be able to also showcase.
Coach Prosper Nati Ogum and I at Senegal Asmo Kana Nyansa Wumpa or the Senna Benjamin Sari to my now say other keepers and other players from local senior Missino, giving the needed opportunity no on me to my Queen, it my bombarding with the Black Stars of Ghana. When it's a coach, you know, to me, Eddie Etuja, Chapo Taylor, with the Vemica Cran in this Alcoy, already didn't remember say Kofi, and Miss Etten and Kachaka, former player Makumasa Santa Kotoko, former player the Black Stars of Ghana, former player Accra, Heart of Folk, maybe Banaka say Kofi, now because Stoke City, our England, but national football, to Ghana, you know, Ray into me uncle. Now, Reverend, to me, and in Sempina, Edda to Jar, Timo Modine Leganes, to me, Anna, Reverend Ose Kofi over the weekend. Now, Adibia, now, ano, Shepaye, Ghana Casano, we don't honor our own. We don't honor our own. But Reverend say Kofi to say Adibia, Ometuma na pa na ne pa Adibia anu de pa Yobakaya. Now this is the Real Madrid ever Ghana see. And at that time, no, now Real Madrid Ekra, Florent Puskas, no, Omekra the late Alfredo Di Stefano Nuina, now so no, or say Kofi no, to me about more and on what 3-3. Now, no, and I elegant for to me, Anna, running Renault say Kofi now, what we are now, Dibana, ano, Paye, Hormone. You can go to your command, running in the Reverend or say Kofi, former player for the Black Stars of Ghana, former player, Edema, House of former player Makumase, as Santiago, Diana, different pioneer. The dribbling wizard. Yeah, Konokotie, Reverend or say Kofi.
Wait a minute, somewhere dear Chile, Aba Airport to Hasi. Now, 1962 na Black Star, and Real Madrid the boy. I had 3-3. Now, before the match, you know, or any giant said, Yetimijina, now one share and 10 or Sergeant for a bay party. Am I in the NCAC when you see a dear friendly match and Kwa. And also, you are Real Madrid before Bebo. I know we are European champions in 1962. Now, training area, so when and a time no sooner or mobile. Yeah, Puskas, Gentle, Alfredo Di Stefano, Num. Make I cancel boy number 2, or he can catch and say, Gentle is the fastest footballer in the world. Ukutabola, ɔkɔ 9 seconds there nti Cranse ɔno ɔbɔ yɛ number 2 mo ntra center line no na akwa na mehye go deɛ yɛ kan yɛ nyinaa obi ade yɛ adwuma ɛma yɛhyɛ na wɔn ate yɛhyɛ na wɔn ate nti second half na yɛ 2-2 na me bae me wura mu a na edu ada akwa frɛ me na ɔsɛ ɛma yɛ wɔn ade no wɔ hɔ na me sɛ enti ma mentwe baako koraa ɔkan ya ɔdan nani na me nya pass na me twe mienu na mo sɛ ogyina hɔ na me lɔbo ma no na ɔha de hyɛ ɔbɛfa me hyɛ akyire sɛ obi ne ne ba na wei na Leganes Football Club mpanimfoɔ bi baa bɛyɛ 4 years ago ɛna me na me de wɔn call rounds na yɛkɔɛ no yɛkɔgye yɛ fi wɔn mu yɛ nti yɛkɔ stadium me lawyer Opabene yɛwɔ hɔ na Alex baayɛ sɛ no ɔmo nim sɛ aborɔfo ɛka yɛn ɔnam sɛ nti yɛnyɛ buroni ne deɛ anka mo receive yɛ nti yɛne aborɔfo no do ɔnam sɛ today you are fortunate to be here ɛna ɔmo sɛ ade ɔmo yɛ aborɔfo mmiɛnsa ɛna meka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ 1962 this is the stadium the Black Stars of yesteryears ɛna nyɛ deɛ yɛ mo hui ɛne wɔn bɔɔ 3-3 ɔmo bisa mo sɛ which Real Madrid ɛna mo nso bisa ɔmo sɛ how many Real Madrid do we have in the world ɔmo sɛ only one. And I'm talking about the one. Now, I'm catching us a gentle waha, this Stefano waha, Puskas waha, Obajedi. I'm saying, no, we won't believe. When they went back to Madrid, and I'm called Real Madrid Archives, and I'm going to say, I'm crying in no correct. And Jomuchro letter the bread lawyer, say on Pamicho. Now, they didn't know they were talking to a legend. Casan in the team, when only Eddie Hong Kong, and now I'm going back to me say, legends na me no on boy no enya nkwala enti wa mo hye manim wo nyam team a nanka ye Leganes fo no ma to ama America fo asan ato another team nti say team no na ayimba team say omo arrange one match between say team no and Real Madrid in my honor enti say wote ya na no kro enti anadwo ya na meko
Reverend Osekufi and I Tenica Tila to Sadibia, a Martian in Union Pani, who said that time Real Madrid for Puskas, Paulo Gento, and Alfredo Di Stefano, almost the champions to ask for 5 at that period. You know, now Omane Ghana airborne match, now I 3-3, at that time, now in football, no age than a national Pani, Nagana that Ghana Sukra, Reverend Osekufi Okasei, Edwedakwa, Mukra Francis Udui, and Ora and the Mekai. Kojo mfum me internet no no so kwa team no na kire san pana Ghana e kwa team pan ne kwa bafu no goalkeeper na tila keeper no o hwe ne height pan that time na the compare na san pa na tana players no more height pa keepers no na adiba na ano den pan no Ghana playing Real Madrid at that time no na adibia na e so exciting na ano se pan yi e wo no na tila yan kwa video ba ko bi wa se na ebeto mu Black Stars goalkeeper and the Benjamin Asare was also a goalkeeper at the Black Stars of Ghana. Na come up, I go share Benjamin Asare na or relax upon ye or true. Last time we say sorry, we need to get so compare car Vito, but who is silent and I relax okay, we know to true.
So because Benjamin Asare Nika. Meka chere
okay
Ghana Premier League players no do na nika ukada na di omba shweni ndi we 2 matches no wabo no keep clean sheet
enya $20,000 asem
if $20,000
say $10,000 say omo for clarification bi aye si ye fan say $10,000 onya $20,000
we no talker
what the bargain scheme almost
Benjamin Asare femo no heka on talker na star player what true me say
Tell you this, Ghana Premier League, so no match is be a course. Na and run on was good stars. To meet Rabini Dance Park, it's out of Lions by 2-1. Mediama etna TNE, Basaka Holy Stars, a bomber coming home to me take on Macaneno. Matters able to me out to so Carella United, any Legon cities able to me about Adriana Stars, any young apostles at the Bayan Tamso, Vision FC, any Samatex, able to me about Sanso and Corvia Kumase, as Santi Kotoko, or Chelsea, able to me at the Apemeso Dream FC, any Bechem United, able to me about Afis, no Tenasuna Paya, able to me House of Fook, any Native FC for so, able to me, a baby, no.
Nice GFA ena mote nenkano asede fata eko ede ama Orlando's Herbal Clinic omo na boaye a GFA ede ensam nyina no ede fie so ede abayatena siri ebedi fie nkomo na Orlando's Herbal Clinic se menka nche se utiemi na no pay disease bia tete wo diabetes kidney stones na afi okopie mu a osa ena tete wo na anase weni eye wo ya na no pay me hwada da woni fanche Orlando's Herbal Clinic anase low sperm count and the etete war and I say menstrual disorder oba uko fichiria na eja amount of show kwaja keto we dwuma typhoid fever and afi yade bia dukro na no pa bia no dan woni fanche Orlando's Herbal Clinic omebo kama pa ama wejina wo na so na wanya wayaresa udan woni fichiria akate a ye wo Mafu Junction main clinic honoma ane ye wo ubetimi afre o sanaba wesu 0244 352 001 0244 352 001 and that's 0249 352 001 Orlando ene boy e ko fa fie nsam ni na no yeso ede eba na no pai na de fata no esa ko ede ama travel app and I say there be no travel app hey G Love Enterprise. Aye, ye tu kan kopie mo Russia. And I say Poland India. Mr. Wada, adwuma da wo sisi ano. Clinic adwuma na afi mesin adwuma. Enti utie me na we mesin ni ofie na unya adwuma nye na woni so ade hunu so betu kan kopie mo wo amanone a Mr. Wada me kan fo G Love Enterprise. Enti amao. Ko no momo na kopie mo Russia na afi Poland na bibia deda na komo kama enso enfamo from us na ma we so 0246 339596 0246 339596 and I say 059 0597 992118 ya bow akopie mu e wo Poland and afei Russia na bibia enye kama enfama o GIS radio and wasuguso awu eche edi eda so eye warm up sports yatena se nsem no awodo nyina no enso ede ebre o GFA atena sidi enko na afei yendi komo ahodo a aka na yehi eno so emfro GFA yenkwa amono ne kakre na yendi amono ne komo kakre nra Copa del Rey semi final game retelling account atudwa ewo Estadio Santiago Bernabeu Real Madrid qualify 5-4 on aggregate and the Barca Wanda Metropolitano first leg 4-4 and then return leg counter no tuja and afi other matters arising so far as European games no air concern yenko kakra na afi emrefie
Ila Enra Real Madrid to me qualify ahead of Real Sociedad Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. Na game no na idea na anointing pan before the game no na amafo pinaya magwen say na Real Madrid akunya 1-0 win. Ewo anointa no omo hwe mi say be wokuva no metuma qualify. But game no start no Sociedad for to me first goal na adi bia na kama pan yi ewo no mo. But Real Madrid to me ebemu ebetika through Hendrick. Abrant the season we opportunity obenya bia to me e de ejuma etu metika no ma Real Madrid match the course Sociedad that to be some be say go biem Abrant the din e de Oyazaba etu be say go. But still, almost an equal 3-1. So now 9 minutes before the 90 minutes, now 3-1 as a Madrid, they be Fimane and a Vinicius Junior. And now to me, a man of the match of the game, and Vinicius Junior. And now you go so fantastic. Option the two assists to me, a Madrid to me is a game anymore. Jude Bellingham, and now to me, the analysis to me, running into the box as a shadow number 9. And now Jude Bellingham to me a side one and right game anymore. Osha. Match ko extra time no na me shebo no me akasa me fun so and me kasa extra time match na ko Real Madrid season we o me to qualify extra time twice in all competition back on the Copa del Rey that was against Celta de Vigo o qualify and back so the game for Champions League against Atletico Madrid to qualify is now almost extra time at their own backyard Bernabeu no certain ceremony able to qualify now almost a change and almost Ibrahim Diaz ever give it some more Arsenal bench one more and Real Madrid to take advantage to make to qualify give him Enra which Enra referee mistakes Enra for both sides leading to Sociedad for goal no pass echo Kubo na offside against Kubo referee name to me but a foul omunya Africa to me to the sima mamu to me take no Real Madrid so afemi no Sociedad to me a penalty but referee no buni ni kusa went to manage penalty na famoto. I think say the Spanish referees say up game this particular time because maybe you do the climax of the season now some mistakes back you know adibia Emwa, it's a Real Madrid and no game now to course no. Antonio Rudiger to me save one pine because a penalties are na cannot able to my penalties they will be a game. It will be a game. But Antonio Rudiger without a corner from Adaguleno and my own to me qualify ahead of Sociedad. Real Madrid from defense and so to be back at the defense. It seems say as every match Biano almost a conceded goal. Goals no sebi wa 4 goals 2 goals 3 goals so to me be the form defense no Raul Asensio and Ranom he was okay but and on David Alaba kasa to me about liability Real Madrid I say it's a hard time I say Madrid to be finding a way to me pussy put David Alaba out because they are on wa Real Madrid kwapo so to me and Real Madrid qualify no a hard fought win and to me nya to qualify the grand finale on the 6th of April no train say Barca any Atletico Madrid no ba ko able to Asia number to me at the Ayatam so. And then so no Estadio Wanda Metropolitano so no Taylor Empire betwija game a very big confrontation ebe to me piemu ewo hono man USA no obiahu say away go ru enweke ewo Copa del Rey mu and na uche social media na mafo pina Casa Madrid ewa be finance be catch me say dey bi away go ru enka esa Copa del Rey ho it's therefore for no game is at fresh obetie coach and din ede Diego Pablo Simeone El Cholo waka sembia o sha say match na okom no obebie game nim na wetumi abo game chese na game no Atletico Madrid for so nya win it
ene obeje hutu pa wo po mbie game no hwe ade wo beje no hutu make out na
o said about all out
all out and they say na basa epe biem na mo hutu na na si ahwe process be piem
Taylor
maza o mejire o mu ayo mu gidigidi za ye go bachi bakafo
my message FFP pass for and then no MS the services of Danny Omo and Danny Omo ele embobi ene o sha Omo embobi no but so na afiwe no amafa again ba so basa I was quite debt pan yi Danny Omo anyone that position no Omo Femi Lopez e wo no mo Omo Pablo Gavi wo no mo Omo Pablo Torre e wo no mo so Danny Omo anyone no Omo players Omo ye Omo ne Omo and you at least
the same level
the same level at least quite okay sure. And then to me I prefer say coach and Flick I best start Femi Lopez ahead of Pablo Gavi because Femi Lopez you know a player or more eye for goal or a player be about to a shadow number 9 and then so I think so started Femi Lopez about second half for the morning or the Pablo Gavi to me benu to make quick kakra Edaba Barca and Rafinha etumi rest for 2 games. I just say next game no or very fully prepared for any game never because one Metropolitano one more. Barca film no Abranta dini Frankie Dion back and o shall La Liga match na Barca any let's go on ball or 2 weeks ago na Frank Dion and Bobino ha Pedri because Pedri anytime ya no na so fall back abeji ball na sane ko but na Frank Dion na ban Frank Dion play be no to be crab no so Pedri man enye pina so be ti abeji ball akọ obeji na 50 on mako ni mo no because Frank Dion will give ni mo ene will match ni mo after so me this a coach and Nene and Philippe so start Ferran Torres ahead of Robert Lewandowski to me all that thing is na me no okay with that me nyaka Robert Lewandowski ewe ni mono when a going gets tougher over to the Ferran Torres about say Ferran Torres and the season so bench bar performance no I was so I think say coach and fake be ya contacted Robert Lewandowski ewe game no article afemu so no omoba game no with the mindset say see now no I can't cover the real penny trophy at stake for them what ya Champions League film La Liga so no e be dey so much mafa so now cover the real any cap cap mutuma dey afa so omenya for first like a good score line our way now no ombo in their own backyard I think say a game now omuremu no o many abro so to win game no coach Diego Simeone so be game no to me menya ka omera skakra so bet to Barca you have to rely on counter attack or any so the Barca be born 2-2 I dey be coach di pay since we Barca team dey warm no team say Barca no omo low block Leganes say Barca na obo low block one be game ni kura last time so no or say Barca obo low block when be game ni so I think so say Barcelona so low block but coach so be game ni after so sha Diego Simeone na be boa na pan and right wingers no or any ba Giuliano Simeone very fantastic player or Marco Sorrenti or a player by the money also ni pan say Diego Simeone or trap card we I think the south space one will be to me use more because anytime Barca ever match no at the left side one come I say Alejandro Baldi and I type for pipe because Rafinha no on left one over inside. So they said, "Say go someone so be na that right side, that side of Barcelona no. On the right wing is to be Juma Pay. Ya a bit for Julian Alvarez. Since we with Barcelona 2 times, in the Shabba Sabiana or Sebasa. So confidence level of Sabut Masabasa no. Oh high. There goes Simone Trump card back who sees when they say Obama say more there. The bench in one pay and they give no so Alexander Solota.
Solo.
With Shabasa versus Shabasa go to be Shabasa no. Obet me about baby or give me. So I think say the bench in the suit one and then I give me no and move it my day in the midfield so no a brand sanity at the barriers all fifth on the morning was any place way Rodrigo De Paul who played BC in almost club one and Bassa the Madrid support was saying oh so to crab onipi who crab onipi now I bet about to say the best way to defend is to attack. Attack is something who do all to play. So I think say the game never cost to Taylor a gamer and not able to make the pan to me. Barcelona will qualify, and I'm not here to predict scoreline, but Barca will qualify. Not because I'm a Barca fan, but per team say 2 performance. Since we know, I think that Barcelona will qualify ahead of Atletico Madrid or a standing Ronda Metropolitano.
Nice one, GFE, and I'm more live on GIS Radio. One more sports, and I was also away na yemre fie na yempra preacher ofie. Esas yemre na akra emre kakra na esi ekwo na ekoto ye nyuma so. Easy, sir. Easy. Who is a Nipania sang? Okay, GFM remember. Our whole summer is about presentation, no?
Yeah.
Nigeria boxer, no?
Yeah.
Oluwasegu.
Yeah.
From Nigeria. Come of us.
Light heavyweight bout.
Light heavyweight bout. It will Bukom boxing arena.
Yeah.
Ha! And wash it. Na eduba bi na twede en bibia na nenam no even the opponents they cry now are very sad. We're very sad pa ze ye nyina ye di agro na at the end of the day obakwa afamu ahwe na nkwa de hadwene and the Ghana Premier League yenko enim kakra na ho
me no me fa the efisa angle efa Nigeria boxer na we
sure
honorable Kofi Adam Sakasa na okase it was a incident to me pimu no any bad idea so best at our committee a very good idea because I didn't see it will be a fini crew be man so no Ghana and I will be sabbath no not say be I didn't see but deliberate say be I will be a kumobi by for boxing a course so bukum boxing arena owned by to my the new so a good say honorable service at our committee but you should be say your own native Nana Frempong aka Poli with him. But and then the honorable Kofi Adam sent to me set up any committee about Poli de Nana. And then the committee be anyone manner.
There's a problem I want.
And the committee be anyone. Nigeria boxer I was with film there. Okay, a good so better type committee because Nipan kwa there and we through. And I will film. Kofi Poli in Ghana need this year. Also one of the biggest club in Ghana as an Kotoko. And the court also supported the team, you know, and I owe to me a free move. And also, no, you have to be set up any committee. Say, committee, say, be a share, Niantia Poli, we are a killer, no capone, fan of a copy, send a pussy update bend the warnum. But now, the Nigeria box and the film there, one of Kofi Adams, ever so says, and the win has seen a Ghana need to know, and the rest of committee.
But, sir, on my report, I'm a police,
yeah, I read. Some will report to police.
Okay, sir, investigation go so koso.
Nigeria box and we say no share.
And so the same thing.
Dev who be an
ebe say kotoko no. Unyini so honorable so dwene say kotoko na take over the whole event.
Oh, who say una sports minister. On sport me wa femu there.
Okay.
Say oh, Bollywood yes.
Bollywood no about that.
Poly I think say in the course
no more year vetting.
That are no more vetting.
Okay.
And now Poli will know, but to come about a committee. To me, I don't support committee. Me, Sanya Menoka Boca.
Vaso bien,
Sanya Menoka.
I committee will come one man. Sikana man for Jibu. Because some more got committees and 7 years sound to do nice in the dream. So, 2 more Cotrano, no. Yama, so of course, but I think I agree with you because at the end of the day,
committee
the same sports fraternity. They say we are a benefit. Only ask me, I say I foolish case.
I'll say your court. Say April, I'm a court.
Ghana, I'm to your baby.
April, I'm a court.
I go to the baby.
Yes, just honorable. Why in the onion no should be. But me, Naji, Uri and Dini Shelly. I think Trust Sports MD no.
Yeah.
Trust Sports Emporium MD no. Ora Shelly. Many ageno pa the way otumi ama ne interview na kono many ageno pa yi. Oma ja tumi sa ade nesi. Na mu hwe omo ye medical sma play boxers no. E mu se obi a fully fit a obetumi gimu akontokwa. I think say after say we be na incident na kosi. I think say miniature face no say be psychological seminar be the young boxers no. I dey be boa pa because young boxer and we say be say I dey animation no say sports am pe no e na obi akobo bia wetume free no. Ade bia rewo sempa yi e wo no. So I think say nya aba no ade bia emwa ebe bo apama etumi akoso ye because young boys no enya bibi sa asem na ye a ebe ba ma obetum asake o ma sa bibi hu bi kwapo na entumi enye den emba bim. So I think say painful to my ade pa me kire right and initially sa no le ba de betum abo ma betum aye den akoso ye etumi ede amomo Taylor for me ameko NC kakra ora anidin de yaw ampofo ankra ono NSC director general.
Okay.
Many aje sa appointment no to me. Appointment be many aje mo pan ye. Especially John Dramani Mahama sa appointment in particular many aje pan because you are for Ankara or a sports journalist. And I've why go BBC nada. And I knew last time na sports. And I've got on ya football kwana audieti. O she bishop asora ya for Ankara etumi ade pan ye o bishop and money ade aso ni pan ye. Now be MD which there NSC na ade betuma bo apai o kan interview a otumi nia o kan send me woman mini age ho pan yi ba ko the Accra Sports Stadium o she Accra Sports Stadium akasa na ya renovation be na Accra Sports Stadium but still na Arsenal Stadium no
stadium na
stadium no eda so bre na okay otumi akole the private sector so mutumi boa na corporate or member na omutumi enregi stadium na standard no ade a asem owura ne kamini age no pan ye o hwe anya ban kwa na betumi IBB the private sector no so betumi aboa ema bibia ban de netumi akoinim o meboa kwapo na ban so meja mo so betumi nya percentage bi a o metumi nya aboa na o meja sika bi a den e dey I think say asema owura no to be kan no ade a akoinim pan ye e ho no mo memra Ghana Premier League so na memfa wi Ghana Premier League na ebeko so kotoko ene na ene kotoko ni break Chelsea ebeko so the Baba Nyara Sports Stadium. I think say kotoko ni Chelsea match na match bia say players let me ewini na to me ekweni mo league ni because so now on FA Cup ramoko semi final with FA Cup it's a who me say league no so me to win na first na mo da no it me ejina yi because now Good Stars is Good Stars title kotoko pan yi. So I think say so omko enima Samata omne Breku just bet my bono omutu me wini. Breku just for so players ebi abokotokoda especially 7 amankona.
Yeah.
Obesho ni so bet me I stage revenge ene
ono there's a revenge there any day. Oba kotoko ntimi ammo. Ye no guys Oh. That be a to siketi 3 days say. E ba kotoko be hwehwan krofo sa. Bokotoko you can play. And so you oko breku Chelsea no hotene.
Ne odin pa.
Na se munyina munni akukuduro. Akwa we pa ba kotoko me say aye wie kotoko wie because now obogos no ho odene.
Yeah.
We be do kotoko a wote so sa. Tito aso na.
I'm some coach and in some boy former coach of Atofo. Ono say in time we tell us na Osiako.
So so abo ama team no call MTN semi final. Yeah.
It two teams na be shade teams are omono any more dada like I have so many teams say you know as a nyama guso farmer when it comes to all competition in the domestic level no.
Sure.
So I think say any game na course there kotoko any excuse be so we win game na do Chelsea team on more most anytime mamba Kumasi bia no aya o me ya de pan ye wo no ba kotoko say any players no Saka Dauda no mo ne Ayimano entry ene Kwame Poku mo asi we all phone pa no omutumi bibi na match no omutumi win coach post na Tegum we say watuma kasa afa has good pa won oma and also reflect so percent players nya more callers on national team wa league 9 ne on Chelsea bono on my far confidence fancy place in na match no on we don't win game now everybody my house upon pressure about house so I'm watching now because and then match na e course no match a must win and ma Asante Kotoko or Babanyara sports stadium china so house so be watching na be china e ba e bit maka sa match
nice na true democracy for no na prosper na tegum atutu bia mo no mpa na true democracy no wo ne kotoko na ebo wo ne kotoko na ebo wo ne Asante Kotoko club of the century Agicaf Champions League mienu wo ne na ebo ball no na wo ne team wo ball na team na attack you now players mienu da penalty adake ma wo se team no attack you na wo advantage wo ba be shegu no wo ball no tontwene and I referee stop game no and na yam job no mumbu referee ani je if ade bi cause we league we mu a see took clubs no players no so fu no mu create confusion no
we see time too much delay time do
and ya se we wie na de na we wia me na fa akosi a edu ba bi ha adwene woni kotoko bobo kotoko attack you o two players kotoko na ga je say o two players na wana mo da mo je de na atro mo obi empra mo kotoko na anu na bo no de bo atu ate na mo wi aba edidi o masa true democracy munya abotre kura na democracy na ewu mu no enya mu de ni bia masa mo ni na mo mo di bi shi mo pe ifa na agwa ko de promo e wo di bi shi mo afo amako eyi omutimi fa efi na chi chale ise na de ne keka ko de emfa wu nti entimi nko ya fa cap ne de ba ko pa de entimi nko
se na NFC ebi
na NFC enti wo ba be se kotokoro akwa de to billions of players about mentia ka obo team democracy mo boka de ba muntu mo players no fo mu delay time no do
na hu nya so mo da
no mu delay time na wo pe penalty abo je say penalty etimi go baba yare nti ene mo nne etiro coach atutu bia ma ne omo masa sa behavior we dey mo ama the beat of the game no nkosuru etiro omo mo meni na ona omuntuto mu niam yi okay yeri besi na yakọ na dwumede na aka na aba beto aso gf wo beto nkra bi na yakọ
nkra me chia coach baba
ya coach baba coach baba me hu na chu
pa
since ndc ba yi
enra ko ba menche enra
when
baba de me chia na pan the train with appointment no so be ba
no anka o hwa de na fata no wa
baba very good driver
anti yempe
drip machines na wo no den ye say e ma na ba ku trim
okay na o nya pa boy duma
tipa once no tipa no
okay
say ma na ba ku trim
nice coach baba nya de ni shebi ma sasa in Canada. Okay. GFA and I'm watching Canada. For the movie see more share live on Obis TV on TikTok and Facebook. No, yadamwase travel app on YouTube. Yadamwase ye papa. We a warm up sports and yadi ebremo on live on GIS radio. Mo follow show no. Edi share ye. Emma fufuro sunye bitwe no. Yankupon enshamo. Midi edi champion tila. Yankupon yad mo pabre mo betenenka. Ewu show no show. And we GFA motenenka. Ene wasene tere kama pa. Okubo eduma na bibianso etimi ay kama wa asede fata eko J Love Enterprise enwachi Orlando Cyber Clinic omu boaye na fe GIS radio omu nyina no supporting program no ema bibia kama production team led by Turning team omu boaye ema bibianso ekoyi Francis mu nyina no boaye ema bibia no ekonenim so nyankopon ya aduma ekira da foforo ne momro bompa no bompa ma FC Barca se ne yebesi ya no mo ne ya ni hutu e dia mo omo Barca ne mo e de sei
can't say Emma DSTV
Star time on
ana bia sporty bet omo
app no so okay nti we na ataki shape ana ya timo no ya increase salary no
okay beba
ataki effect
take effect
sir
take effect
okay
me dey jam renew me dey that dance no
nice one
and come
nice one next one we never come thank you waju dopa okay yankopo ya admo china da foforo ye behia ye chia mu pebri pa
there are a lot of things that we need to take care of. Just this afternoon, I was with my deputies going through documents, and we all were quite alarmed by what we saw